Hey, what's going on? Good morning, Lord Mason, everybody that's out there. Hey, just on here this morning, getting my couple miles in on my cool down right now. So yeah, the treadmill motor is kind of low, but on my cool down. So today, just want to say thanks for everybody that's reaching out to me on, either one of my pages, because I got two pages. I have this page, which is Running with Johnny C. Then my other, on this page, that's when I have my, I want to say serious talks. And then on my other page, the Chronicle of Four Horsemen, that's when I'm running in a character, having fun. But on each page, the intent is to stress physical fitness. So if you haven't subscribed to this page, Running with Johnny C, or to my Chronicle of the Four Horsemen, please go in, watch the video, subscribe, and hit a like, leave a comment, let me know you were there. But a lot of people ask me, they say, hey, your YouTube page is starting to gather a little following, what are you gonna do if you blow up? And my reply is very simple. My reply is, I didn't do the YouTube page to try to blow up or become famous or semi-famous. I was just doing the skits and the runs to stress fitness, to get people to get up and move around during this time. So the intent was never to try to become semi-famous or make any money. It was just to get on here, stress fitness, and talk to my friends. And, just talk about everyday life. Just stuff that I go through and a lot of you out there go through. So it was never an intent to try to become famous. But, as I made the videos or the skits, people are like, hey, you need to do a YouTube page. And I did a YouTube page. And for those out there that's watching, and some of my friends that tell you, I know nothing about YouTube. They had to walk me through everything. I know nothing about computers besides getting on Facebook and checking my bank account. That's the only two things I know. So I created a page just as a way to an expression to talk to people in the morning, try to give people a little motivation, But the more and more videos I post, the more people are coming to my inbox. They're talking to me. Last night, I talked to one of my soldiers, and we talked for maybe like an hour, just talking about life and how he said, he looked forward, to my runs, be it as a character or it's just on here. And we talked about a lot of stuff in life. And as I told him, I said, life every day is a struggle. Even if you was born filthy rich, they struggle. Because people think that if you got a whole lot of money, that's gonna make you happy. Which is really not true, because people that got a lot of money, they're taking their lives just like the people who don't have money. So the thing is having that network of friends that really care about you when you're going through those tough times. Have some people that you can reach out to, again, that's gonna listen and not to talk or spread your business. And, like I said in one of the other runs, I have some really good friends who've talked me down, off the ledge, and I never heard nothing about it. And I'll give you an example of a very good friend. If you know me, I got bad back, bad knee, bad feet, and every day running for me is a pain, but I'm too stubborn to go get a profile. So I just bear through it. But my back went out, and I couldn't move at all. Tried to call one of my friends, now retired, Sergeant First Class, Master Sergeant Haywood Anderson. He had to come get me. And he had to come to my house, and I couldn't move. He had to dress me, he had to put my shoes on, he had to button my shirt for me because I couldn't move. And I'm laying there crying, I'm boo-hooing. My son's crying, and I said, hey, why are you crying, Jonathan? He said, Dad, men not supposed to cry, but you're crying. And I looked, and I started crying. Excuse me. I started crying. I'm sorry, but I started crying because I realized that I was teaching my son bad way to think that men aren't supposed to cry. And so, me and him crying, and since that day, I've told him, ain't nothing wrong with me and crying. But, okay, back to the story. So, Anderson took me to the hospital, He sat there with me through the night, took me home the next day, and that's been over 10 years ago. And no matter how much me and him joke on each other around people, he's never brought that up. To say, hey, I saw you when you was down, when you was crying like a newborn baby. So that lets me know he's a good friend. So remember I was saying having that friend that can keep stuff that happened to you in that faithful press. He's one of those type friends. So those are the type friends you want to reach out to, especially when in the time of need, when you're going through some type of crisis. So really good friend, you know, and those are the ones that we need, because a lot of times we don't want to talk to our spouses. We don't want to talk to our family members because we want to seem strong in them. So again, I say, please find somebody that you really trust, that you can talk to, that you can call in a time of crisis, like I did with Anderson. And I ain't worried about hearing it out in the street. So it's about just taking care of each other, you know, out here trying to keep everybody alive, you know, on this side of the dirt, you know, versus them doing something catastrophic to themselves. So, like I said, as I talk to people and they're telling me, hey, you know, your runs helped me out. It took me out of my depression. I feel a little bit better. I reached out to some friends that's going to help me, that I know they got my best interest. And as long as I keep getting those type of inboxes or phone calls, I'm gonna run, even if I have to get up here in my walker, in my old age, and run, and just put some good words out to everybody, you know, because everybody have their struggles. Every day, regardless if you want to admit it or not, we all have our struggles, you know, from, you know, mental health, you know, financial, you know, might be in a bad marriage, you know, you might be disconnected from your family. So they need people to reach out to. So if you have those friends and you know they're going through a struggle and they're going through some trials and tribulation, nothing wrong with saying, hey, let's go out on a jog, let's go bowling, let's go fishing. Just something to get them away from that environment where they're sitting there just letting the bad stuff and the bad thoughts just overwhelm them to get to a point where they say, okay, that's it. All right, so as usual, I'm in my run with, if you can get out, do at least 35 minutes of some type of physical activity, you know, running with Johnny C. Do that. Because like I say, we want you here on this side of the earth, on this side of the dirt. And again, if you haven't subscribed to my pages, please subscribe to my pages. And again, go by and like. And until the next run, hey, y'all have a good day.